name is Bob Boyer. I'm Principal Engineer for Gas Equipment at Victor ESAB. The IF Design Award is an international design competition that companies from all over the world submit their new designs, their new creations, their new innovations to this organization, in an attempt to get global recognition and win this award. The product that won is the Edge 2.0 regulator, which we've been designing for about a year now, and we're just getting ready to launch it now. It all started with the voice of the customer. And it started with the original Edge regulator some 6 years ago. Well, in 6 years' time, a lot of people have used this product. So we needed to really understand what do people like about it, what don't people like about it. And so the voice of the customer was incredibly important to take this product and turn it into something award-winning, something great. A couple of the main most significant points of this regulator, obviously number one is the gauges. That was a big issue with Edge 1.0, is that the gauges were too small. But they were small for a reason, and the reason was because we needed to tuck them into the shape of the regulator for the ultimate protection. That's why they were made this small. We're able to actually overlap the gauges slightly and recess one behind the other one. And in doing that, we're able to have a larger low pressure gauge, which is the most important gauge, and still maintain that same Edge innovation and that Edge idea where the gauges are kept within the body of the regulator for maximum protection. A lot is going on in your head when you're talking to the customer, beyond just what they're telling you. There's more to it than that. You think about, well, what would people like? What would people, there's obvious features. I want this bigger, I want this smaller, I want this a different color. There's things like that. But then beyond that is what would this person like? What would they think is cool looking? So you start thinking about all of those things when you're talking to the customer, and then that begins to sort of paint a picture of what do you want this product to look like, and what do you want this product to say to the customer? Going from the Edge 1.0 to the Edge 2.0, the main thing I wanted it to say is that this is a modern, high-tech piece of equipment, and I wanted it to look modern. I wanted the gauges not just to be gauges, but to look more like an instrument cluster in a car. I wanted it to have shape and style and sloping edges that don't, it looks nice, from a design perspective. It's got this in motion sort of appeal to it, but at the same time I've done that because now when you're working with the regulator, when you're adjusting your valve and your cylinder, you're not smacking your finger on sharp edges. You now have all this room and this clearance. So you try and picture a vision of what you want it to look like, but then you try and figure out how to turn that into something that's functional and useful. Well, to the customer, who has choices, when he's buying products, he can buy the same thing that has been around for 50 years and hasn't changed, or he can buy this brand new product that has has new technology in it. It has new thought processes in it. It has new materials, new innovations. It's had modern thought put into it. And so from the customer, especially if I was the customer, that interests me. I don't want to buy the same product that somebody could have bought 50 years ago if I have something better out there, if there's something better out there.